You wouldn't notice it at first. Every second, the air around you remains unchanged, exactly as it was before. After 30 seconds, you're breathing normally. Engines continue to run. Hospitals operate as usual. After 10 seconds, there's still 100% as much oxygen as there was before. You wouldn't get any feeling that the air you were breathing was different in any way. As if you were simply standing right where you've always been. By minute 2, planes are flying smoothly, oceans are teeming with life, and the sky is as clear as ever. If Earth started losing 0% of its oxygen every second, this is exactly how the world would carry on. 10 seconds decay, so the first few seconds after the oxygen starts. While not disappearing, things would be completely normal. They would be puzzled by the consistent readings coming in from their instruments. Forests continue to produce oxygen, while the oceans, responsible for about 50 to 80% of Earth's oxygen, keep doing their job without interruption. Birds are still flying, fish are still swimming, and plants are still growing. The machines continue to deliver the same amount of oxygen as always. The oxygen cycle, a biogeochemical cycle that describes the movement of oxygen within and between its 3 main reservoirs on Earth. The atmosphere, the biosphere, and the lithosphere continues uninterrupted. The atmosphere remains 21% oxygen, just as it's been for millions of years. In the time that it takes them to call each other or report their findings, they'd realize that nothing unusual was happening at all. Pilots and passengers alike experience a typical flight, unaware of any potential oxygen-related concerns. And if you actually ended up on a mountain, it would feel exactly the same as it always has. City dwellers breathe the same air they always have, for better or worse. And if you were an elite athlete, your body wouldn't notice any changes to the environment. You'd feel just as energized as always when performing your usual activities. If you're not in those scenarios, well, you definitely wouldn't be panicking. The consistent readings might prompt discussions, but ultimately, they'd conclude Earth's oxygen levels are as stable as ever. In this scenario where Earth loses 0% of its oxygen every second, the only thing that changes our appreciation for the delicate balance thought sustains life on our blue planet.
Ow.
But there are some people who might be confused. Meteorologists, earth scientists, and anyone monitoring the atmosphere. The planet's diverse ecosystems, from the Amazon rainforest to the Great Barrier Reef, continue their vital roles in oxygen production and consumption. 30 seconds shalve, a minute in, and the world continues as it always has. If you were in a sealed room, you'd notice absolutely no difference. The air would be just as breathable as before. And if you were outside, well, you'd be enjoying the same fresh air you've always known. 1 full minute has passed, and Earth's oxygen levels remain steady. In hospitals, patients on oxygen support experience no changes in their treatment. Meanwhile, in the atmosphere, the ozone layer, made up of 3 oxygen atoms, continues to protect us from harmful UV radiation. It's business as usual up there. 2 minutes in, and the world is spinning on its axis just as it always has. In the depths of the oceans, marine life goes about its day. It's unaware that anything was supposed to change. The dissolved oxygen in the water remains at its normal levels, supporting aquatic ecosystems as it always has. In the sky, airplanes cruise at their usual altitudes, their engines performing normally in the unchanged atmospheric conditions. 5 minutes. 5 minutes have passed, and the Earth's atmosphere remains as stable as ever. The nitrogen-oxygen balance, it has sustained life for millions of years, continues unchanged. In dense urban areas where air quality is often a concern, the levels of oxygen remain constant. Meanwhile, in the world's highest cities, like Loren, Canada, in Peru, at 5,100 meters above sea level, residents continue their daily lives in the thin air they're accustomed to. It's the lack of change in oxygen levels. It means their bodies don't need to adapt any further. 10 minutes have now elapsed, and the Earth's oxygen levels remain steadfast. In laboratories around the world, scientists monitoring atmospheric composition find their data unchanged. And so, life goes on. The world continues to turn, breathe, and thrive, just as it has for billions of years.